It's so obscene how this whole January 6th riot has been weaponized. We're going on 2 years ago. Anybody sit around and say, oh, all of a sudden now, this is a front and center crisis for America? It happened a year and a half ago. The end result is to prevent Trump from returning. I saw a headline over in the Washington Times. Trump's the only answer to the crisis this country is facing right now. When he stands up there at a podium yesterday and says our country is going to hell, isn't he right? Kelly Sadler wrote an op-ed in the Washington Times. Trump in 2024 is the only answer against the political elites. Now, according to a recent University of Chicago poll, 56% believe the government is corrupt and rigged. The American public simply doesn't believe what they're being fed from the political elites. And why should they? Sunday, former Vice President Al Gore compared so-called climate deniers to police inactivity during the Uvalde, Texas shooting. This man, whose net worth is estimated to be over $300 million, once said the Arctic would be ice-free by the summer of 2013. And New York City and Miami would be underwater by 2015, he said. Well, guess what? 1% of Americans list climate change as the most important problem facing the U.S. It's a New York Times poll. Political pundits would like you to believe, Kelly Sadler writes, that Mr. Trump's comeback is dead in the water, that the January 6th Commission and its findings all but guarantee he can't win in 2024. They couldn't be more wrong. Last week, Axios did extensive reporting on how Trump, if reelected, would gut the federal bureaucracy. A promise to reform a bloated administrative state would be welcomed by many Americans. But listen, the elites are shattered at the prospect. Trump is and look it up. We talked a little bit about it when it first came out the other day, where Trump is exploring, kind of off the radar right now, a way to shatter the partisan bureaucracy of the swamp. I hear this all the time, incidentally. People say if Trump did anything wrong in his first term, it's that he didn't do enough to blow up the swamp, to really drain the swamp. Well, now, according to Axios, and this extensive reporting that I think Jonathan Swan did, Trump is embarking on a very ambitious blueprint to fire partisan loyalists in the intelligence departments, in all the intelligence agencies, go after all the partisans, go after the patronage jobs, and blow it up. Now, you don't think they're reading Axios? You don't think Liz Cheney is quaking in her loafers, her sandals or whatever, her pumps? This is the last thing they want. He is the ultimate threat to DC establishment types. And they're going to do everything they can to stop him.